Black child taught me.
I had to be Gennaro.
Gennaro represents.
That little kid from Isha.
Welcome to the first episode of Off Club by Techno State of Mind. We are here in Ibiza Sonica Radio in the new studio in Playa Soleil, joined by Gennaro.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. First of all, huge congratulations about your new residency, which is happening
Thank you
in
so
Blue
much.
Marlin, NAIMA. So, how does it feel to accomplish such a huge milestone?
Yeah, this is great. This is a goal that we had since the beginning, since we made NAIMA. So for us, it's like a big pleasure to be here. There's a lot of big artists, big residencies. So for us, being part of this is like such a big goal.
So crazy, right? Getting
Yeah,
here now.
yeah.
And I know that you're from Ischia, right?
Yes,
And
exactly.
Ibiza, both are islands.
Yeah.
So, how do you feel that your hometown kind of made you the person that you are today, personally and musically?
I mean, Ischia has been a big part of my career, because I grew up there, and then, that place really influenced my music and everything, and being here in Ibiza on another island, it feels like home a little bit.
Yeah, fair. Well, speaking of that, you're, one of the most interesting talents to emerge from the Neapolitan scene
Yeah.
in the recent years. So, how do you feel that that makes you like more responsible or more like motivation to
Yeah, I
what's to
mean,
come?
of course responsible because I have a big responsibility. The Neapolitan School of House Music is like one of the biggest in the world. So
Yeah.
for me, it's such a big pleasure to be, among this name, but even like, it's a big responsibility, as you said.
Yeah, but you're doing great and you're in all the right directions. So, do you feel like there was anyone or anything that motivated you to say, I want to become an artist?
Yeah, that was the music, since day one, the music has always been my passion, and though like this is not a job for me, it's not working. This is just following my passion.
Okay.
And that's what I like, and that's what I wake up for when in the morning,
Oh.
So that's what I live for, So it's not a weight. It's more like I have to do this because I love it and I want to do it.
Just
That's the
pure
thing.
passion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yep. Amazing. So, you were living in London for a few years.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that helped your growth musically and also as a person?
Yeah, London was a bit crazy, For me, being from Ischia, moving in London, it was a bit like coming from the from an island, small island. You go to one of the biggest cities in the world. So
Yeah.
I was like super surprised. So the process. This has been part of the process for me, because London very influenced my music,
Yeah,
and
of
then
course.
it's there that I met all the people that I work with now, So
Always
that's
leaving
been,
an island will do that.
yeah, and then
too.
you go to London suddenly, and then you say, "Yo, this is the real world,"
How
Like,
crazy.
and then you bring the island vibes, like the simple vibes,
True.
So that's where I come from, like simple places,
Mhm.
like country, And then you go to London, and it's like kind of crazy, It has been crazy for me.
For you, it must have been just a whole
Different,
new world,
different, even different
Yeah.
language, like coming
Crazy.
from
Is that where
Ischia,
you learned English too, mostly?
I
Or-
mean, I got some people from my family who lived in London since many years.
Okay.
So I've been going to London since I was very young,
So nice.
So I learned English when I was like 12, 13, So I've been speaking English since when I was a kid.
Well, you're doing good. It's all good. It's all good. And so, Techno State of Mind, every month we choose our top 5 favorite songs. And of course, Sabor was one of them this month. And it was also one of your first releases since the name change.
Yeah.
So, how has time in the studio been
Yeah,
lately?
well, it's been. I mean, Sabor took a lot of time. I spent like a couple of months in the studio working on Sabor. I made some changes. It didn't come in a few time. I needed time, so I had to play it around. But now it's doing well. So.
Damn it. Yeah, we love it. It's been stuck in our head all day also. So,
no, it's,
so
it's
fun.
I mean, it's one of my favorite records.
Yeah,
right
so
now.
far?
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I loved it. Yeah,
Good.
I loved it. I really enjoyed making it. So yeah, it was a big time.
Very nice. And so, being at this level that you are in the industry, question, do you feel that there is more collaboration or more competition? competition amongst, those around you?
I mean, I think both right now,
Okay.
'cause now the music industry is being a bit crazy, like, there's a lot of money, a lot of competition, but even like I think everyone for doing this every day, day by day, they have to be driven by passion. So 100% it's more passion than competition.
Good.
So collaboration is the key because if you want to build something big, you can't do this alone. So
Yeah.
you gotta have a team. You gotta collab with some artists and other people. So
And
it's the key.
Yeah, you can really do
100%.
crazy explosions when you work with the people that you just
Yeah,
love and want to
exactly.
work with and
Yeah,
everything. So cool.
That's the music.
Amazing. And are there artists or people in the industry who have played a big role in where you are today or in your journey, would you say?
Yeah, I mean, there are a lot of artists who influenced my style and they helped me at the beginning. I would name like, for example, the Solid Grooves crew. They've
Yep.
been pushing me since I was a baby. Like I was 20 and they were already pushing my music, releasing my music. So yeah, I mean, they did a lot for me, in the past.
And so young to start too,
Yeah.
already to be able to play at one of the biggest residencies is
yeah.
wild. And speaking of that, because you have been playing at some of the biggest residencies, where do you want to take NAIMA?
Yeah, I mean, wherever it's going, it's fine. Like being in Ibiza already for us, it's a big goal. So we are already happy. So if we have to stop here, we are already happy. So
Yeah, of
what's
course.
coming next, it's a plus. So
Yeah.
we are already happy and we wanna, of course, we're gonna work on it. We wanna push it, but like no stress, just focused on the music.
Yep.
So that's
And
the main thing.
excitement to work on the lineups and everything as well,
Yeah, maybe year by year we want to bring more bigger artists, but it's more about the music. We
sure.
don't really care about having like crazy names. We just want to bring people who matches the vibe of the label.
For sure.
Yeah.
And speaking of Ibiza already reaching the dream, as you said, how does Ibiza represent you as an artist, would you say?
I mean, as an artist, I spend a lot of time in Ibiza during summer, so I mean, it's a great island, I still prefer Ischia because
Okay,
of course,
Okay, of
that's
course.
where I was born, so I have a very like a huge like a relationship with my island, but Ibiza is my second one,
of
so
course.
I love it, like.
And speaking of Ischia, if you had to tell the little kid who was living there without knowing anything that the future held for you, what advice would you give that little guy today?
Yeah, I mean, that's a big question, like there's a lot of things that I did wrong, a lot of things that I did good. So I would just tell him like, just live your life, follow your passion and just do wherever you feel it's fine and wherever you feel comfortable with.
Yeah, fair. That's good advice. He would appreciate that. So now we are going to finish off with a little game, shall we?
Okay.
So it's basically called Finish the Sentence. I'm
Okay.
just going to say 2 or 3 words and you just finish with whatever comes to your mind.
Okay.
Sound okay? All right, so let's begin. Being a DJ is...
A mess.
Ibiza is...
Music.
Okay. Black Child taught me...
I had to be Gennaro.
Gennaro represents...
That little kid from Ischia.
Oh, that's a good one. The best food is...
Pizza.
Huh? Good one. The best crowd is in...
Italy.
Okay. Bene. And my favorite DJ is...
Oh,
Ooh.
that's difficult. Louis Vega.
Okay. NAIMA will be...
NAIMA will be that's difficult.
I know.
NAIMA will be the future.
The future. Bene. In 10 years, I will be...
Holder.
Okay. Really good. Live in the moment kind of guy. And then the last one, music is...
Everything.
Everything.
Yeah.
Beautiful. All right. Well, Gennaro, thank you so much for being our first guest on Off Club. Thank you, Ibiza Sonica.
My pleasure.
And all of our listeners and watchers. And good luck with your journey with
Thank you.
NAIMA.
Thank you
We
so
are
much.
so excited to see what unravels with this. And we will see you on the next episode of Off Club.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. Thank you for being here.
My pleasure. My pleasure.
Great to meet you.